Hey kids, Inverted Cow here, and welcome back to Empyrion. As you can see, I am, believe it or not, actually on board the scout ship. That's right, that's my little starter vessel that I had back when I first started playing this season. I'm here on the moon, where I have just picked up my little mini hover vessel that I made for picking up gear on the moon. I'm just collecting a bunch of gear and a bunch of equipment and whatnot. I'll show you this little mini hover vessel because this is nice. Come on, open. Meant to put a switch on this thing and I never have, and I don't think I ever will. Here she is, the micro mini. It's just a little flying cockpit with cargo boxes. It's meant to scout, explore, and collect like any salvage that you pick up and that kind of thing. It's not meant for combat, as you can see by the fact that it has absolutely no armor on it and no weapons. It's so small and light that the weight of the core being on one side of the cockpit actually throws the entire unit off. Like it flies off balance. I actually put a mass block into it and it didn't counter it. The moon base here is strictly set up to protect the Einhart portal, because that drone base will not die. I have completely disassembled it 3 times. Like every knot, every bit, every piece, everything. That won't die, but yet other ones never regenerate. So yeah, things are kind of buggy that way. But I'm getting kind of irritated fighting POIs and that kind of thing all by myself and having absolutely nobody else on the server whatsoever for the most part. Ooh, Spange is here. Awesome. So I think that's the first time I've seen him on in half of forever. So I decided that I'm going to, well, invade a homeworld. I figured, what the heck, since nobody's here playing, I'm basically fighting all by my lonesome, I might as well have some fun with it. So I have geared up in my trunk everything I need to start building a base. As you know, the Turtle is a mobile base builder. I'm not taking the Turtle there until I actually have a location to park it. And since nobody's on that homeworld for the most part anyway, I figure it'll make it just that much easier. So I'll pick it up. I'm going to take off and I'll pick it up when I get to the destination I'm heading to, and I'll show you. Basically, I'm not going to show you where I'm going because it'll give it away, but I'll dig in and I'll pick it up once I actually have dug in and got a base established, at least large enough to park this ship and maybe the Turtle in without any real issues. So I'm going to be digging a lot into the side of a mountainside, more than anything else. So while I'm going to say don't go away kids, I'll be right back, and it'll cut and flick and be back in only a second. I'm going to say I'm going to put a timer on, and yeah, we'll see how long this takes me. So don't go away kids, I'll be right back. Hey kids, we have arrived on the little planet where we are getting ready to launch our invasion, and I've started digging into the rock here. Of course, I forgot to bring a drill with me, so I had to make this little kind of a instant drill hover vessel here. It's not all that great to look at, but I mean, it functions. It gets me in the ground, does what I need it to do. I might have to put a couple more thrusters on it because I'm still having a bit of problems with it drifting on me, but that's not a big deal. So that's where we're at now, and it's been almost an hour and a half or so since I cut last. I'm going to keep on drilling and tunneling and excavating probably for another 2 or 3 hours. So I will be back after I have started, after I've dug in and I am ready to start building the base. So don't go away, kids. I'll be right back. Hey kids, we have hit bedrock. That's correct. I've tunneled in a fairly large cavern down as far as bedrock. Now this is giving me a point of starting, point of reference, close to where I want to be. I'm going to hollow this out large enough to park the turtle in here, plus put a couple of small put one of the capital ships in, and probably also throw in a couple of additional hover and small vessels. So I'm going to make it fairly large overall, but since I finally hit bedrock, I can finally start building. Of course, the first block you place in any building is the core. So we're going to place that down literally right in front here. Oh, come on, you. There we go. The core is now placed. Of course, it's cow, and it's top. No, let's call it hidden cow. Perfect. Totally non-top secret, or totally top secret, hidden, undefinable, unfindable inverted cow base for the invasion of this planet. Now we'll turn on some steel blocks. Not to... damn it. Seriously? That's where I clicked. I was saying I'm not too happy with the way they have changed the textures of the blocks. Also not overly impressed with the way block placement has been lately. It's actually very hard to get blocks to go down where they're supposed to. And they jump way too much. I know this has been something that a few people have complained about in the past, but it's something I am definitely not at all happy with. But not much I can do about it. It's, you know, Elion's game. I just play it. So we will begin by bunkering the core into place, and we will I will carry on by filling this in and putting in the first set of access doors, the hangar doors that I need. I had 4, but one got broke during my testing and I forgot to replace it, and unfortunately it means I have to fly back to my main planet to get more or get some more parts from some of the local bases in the area. So I am going to carry on with the base building for the hangar, or the rough-in for the hangar and the base building, and some of the rough-in stuff that I have to do, and I will pick it up again shortly. And I have been at this now for almost 3 full hours. So don't go away, kids. We'll be back after I get most of the hangar roughed in. Hey kids, welcome back. I have secured the core slightly, put a welcoming committee on it, tucked in all essential services, put an offline protection in, did a whole whack of additional drilling and mining until I'm starting to run low on fuel. I moved the shuttle over here. I have to go get a hand drill. I absolutely must go and fly back and get a hand drill so I can clear off some stones and random globs and such that I just can't remove. I've moved the small my little small get around HV down here. This planet is, yeah, wow. That thing's, I thought that was hard to fly on the moon. It's really hard to fly back here. And also the mining thing is in this base somewhere. It ran out of fuel and I don't feel like getting more fuel for it right now. This basically is what it boils down to. I have the stuff on the ship. I just literally have to go and grab it and refuel it. And I've been at this now for quite a few hours. So I'm going to take a break here, and I will probably pick it up again tomorrow, depending on how things go. And I will finish excavating this out. I want to dig this whole area out here where I've started digging so I have enough room to park the turtle completely back here. I want to be able to actually put the turtle plus at least one CV down here. I'm going to have enough room for the CV. Basically, I almost have enough room right now, right in this corner, and enough room for the turtle to pull in. It's just all these stupid gobs of stone that have to come out, and they can be tricky. And then I want to finish this room. I want to finish this room off. So it's basically just got to get squared off, and that's going to have just small parking, parking for small vessels, parking for hover vessels, and that kind of thing. So that'll be that. And yeah, so thanks all for watching, kids. Hopefully the next episode you will see we will start scouting out some of the bases in the area and see if we can find some of the former occupants of this planet and see if we can find any of their structures or facilities that are not operating. And if we do, well, hey, maybe we'll go have some fun and go do some smash and grabs and some loot and that kind of thing. But I do want to get this finished to the point where I can get the turtle in here. So yeah, next day or so is going to be basically just me digging, mining, and excavating this base and building it up so I can actually fly in, park, drive the turtle in and park, and I have a secure location so I can leave and not worry that it's going to get too much trouble. That being said, there will also be a few welcomes committee surprises installed in this base, just in case anybody decides to get nosy and poke around. There's already, as you saw, the one downstairs by the primary structure, but there's also going to be a couple in here, especially once I remove some more of this stone. There will be a couple in here that will basically be hello, good morning as soon as you walk through the door. So thanks all for watching, kids, and good night for now.